Best way to show you would be by showing you an example. So first of all, I'm going to come up here and click on Sketch. And I'm going to draw on this plane here. And I'm going to quickly draw a center rectangle. So I'm just going to click from the center point here, and I'm going to choose 150mm by 75mm. And you can see here that when I click, it's actually giving this rectangle dimensions and also constraints, which is part of parametric modeling. The simplest way to put it is when you're creating a parametric model, you're basically creating rules for the way that that model behaves. And this is done through these dimensions and also constraints. And I do have a full video on how to use dimensions and constraints. So if you're not too familiar with that yet, then you can check that out after this video. I'll leave a link down below. So I'm just going to finish that sketch, and I'm going to bring this back round so that I can see it. And I'm going to extrude this up by 75mm. Now, the second thing to know about parametric modelling is that when you're modelling this way, which we're doing now, you have a history of the design here. Now this can be really useful. Let's say you go back and change something here in your design. I can just right click on it and then click on Edit Sketch. Let's say this was actually meant to be 100mm. I can go back in and easily modify that. Then I finish the sketch. And it rebuilds it for you. You can see it's also updated the extrude as well. So parametric modelling is much more beneficial for when you have a product that may have a lot of different variations, for example. Think about when you look on a car configurator website and there's loads of different variations of the car. Or alternatively, something like the Ray-Ban's website where you can configure your own sunglasses. There's many different variations of the product. And that's where parametric is really much more beneficial. And also, if you're going through a lot of different design revisions, or if you have a lot of people working on one design, being able to quickly modify it is really useful. Now, I'm going to show you something here that's going to make it even faster. So if I come up here to modify, and I click on change parameters, and I'm just going to move this over, and here I can actually input my own parameters. So let me show you that. So I've got one here that I'm just going to cancel, just so I can show you it from the start. If I click this plus icon, and let's just do a simple one. Let's just do length, and we're going to call that length. And the expression here basically means the amount, and you can change this to different types of units. But at the moment, I'm going to keep this with millimeters, to keep it simple for this tutorial. Then I'm going to press OK on that, and I'm going to do 2 more. So I'm just going to do the width here at, let's say, 50. Yeah, that's good. And press OK on that. And I'm going to do the height as well. And let's do that one at 80mm. And then press OK. Okay, so now I've got my parameters. And if I click OK, what I can actually do is come back into these and edit the sketch. And I want to put these in here. So width, I can add in here. If I click on a dimension and type W, you can see that the width comes up here. And I can choose the width. And you can see that it puts it as 50, which we added in the parameters. And now let's do the length. I know this could be the other way around, but it's okay, just for the example. And then let's click Finish Sketch. Now I'm going to click on here and click on Edit Feature, because you can do this with features as well. You can actually do this in a lot of places on the model, and it doesn't have to be in millimeters either. So now I'm going to choose this as the height. Now what you can see, instead of using the history to go back and changing the dimensions one by one, suddenly I've got a lot faster way to be able to change all of my parameters at the same time. So I've just gone up here and clicked on Modify and clicked on Change Parameters. So let's say this box wasn't actually these dimensions. Let's say it was something completely different. Well, what I can do is quickly change these parameters around because of the way that we've set up this model. We've got all the right constraints and also dimensions. So you can see here that we can very quickly change a lot of different variations. Now, just quickly, I want to explain model parameters. So if I drop this down, you can use this as well. However, the problem with this section is that if you haven't named your sketches, then you can't see clearly which one is which. Also, as you're building them, you can't really change any of the constraints. So that's why I feel that using user parameters is better for this situation. There's also another couple of buttons up here that I'd like to explain. So you can use copy parameters, delete parameters. Also, you can import parameters into Fusion, and also you can export them as well, if you like. And that's how you can save time using parametric modeling. And this type of modeling is fantastic when precision matters. An example of this is when you need exact dimensions or tolerances. It's also great if you need to make a lot of revisions to your model. As you've seen here, you can quickly and easily do that. And also if you want to create a lot of different versions of your product as well. Now, there are different modeling types as opposed to parametric, and the ones that I consider the main ones are also subdivision modeling and direct modeling. And I'm going to be making videos about those topics in the future. So if that's something you're interested in, then hit the subscribe button to be first to be notified when those videos come out.
Thank you so much for watching this video. If you found it useful, then please do hit that like button. See you in the next one.